Now, if this was purely SE2, Dark would be the heavy favorite because this is StarCraft Evolution and because Dark is not the most experienced in this mod. Suddenly, upsets can happen. They've already happened. We've already seen Dark fall once in this matchup. Will he fall again? As spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the Brood War Terran player from South Korea. Representing Team Hyper 1, it is HonMonO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player, also from South Korea, representing Talon Esports. It is Dark. Here we go. As we are going to be settling into our final best of 3 here of the night. And I'm curious if Dark has been humbled. What I will say, if you recall, Euthermal was hyper-aggressive. He was hyper-aggressive against Dark, especially in Game 1 and in Game 2. We basically saw all-ins out of Euthermal. Likewise, HonMonO is a very similar player. As we just saw, he's very unorthodox, very cheesy, very aggressive. I expect all-ins from HonMonO in this matchup as well. But in Game 1, no proxy. It is going to be a CC first. Okay. CC first out of HonMonO. Meanwhile, Hatch Gas Pool out of Dark. So standard opener here from our SE2 Zerg player. Meanwhile, our Brood War Terran just opening up more economically. Here we go. But yes, we do have the StarCraft Evolution wiki that is up to date. True, it's exclamation mark SC. Oh, what is the? We have a command. Oh, we have a command to the Patreon, of course, as we look to wrap up this group, and as we look to wrap up the group stage of StarCraft Evolution. If you want to help support the development here of StarCraft Evolution, you can do so via the Patreon. You can see Team Caprulu SE2 on Patreon is to help support the development. So if you want the again attention and the devotion that the developers and the modders have been working on StarCraft Evolution to continue, then do consider the Patreon. Likewise, you can see here Evo LP in the chat does give you a link to the Wikipedia as well, so you can kind of go into the nitty-gritty, into the details of the units themselves, of all the changes as well. Bearing in mind that StarCraft Evolution Brood War is not the same as regular Brood War. It is patched and it is balanced to actually be more, to be balanced against StarCraft 2. So it is not a carbon copy of the original. It has been adjusted, has been adapted. As HonMonO does go CC first into a 3-Rax follow-up in towards Stim. Stim is on the way. So going to be 3-Rax Stim here from the Terran. Meanwhile, oh my god, that is a fast Bane S. And Dark, he's going for a Bane Bust. He's going for a Bane Bust. Oh my god, the aggression is real. And I mean, we knew that this series would be a fast one here. Dark is looking to pull the trigger. Meanwhile, a big shout out to, oh my god. To Pezavenge in the chat. Baby God, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Papi, thank you. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft Evolution as well, as we do cast on a daily basis here on the CranKy Ducklings, and I hope you enjoy the content. Thank you. Thank you, Papi, thank you. Do appreciate the support. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. As Dark, he's committed to the Bane Bust. The Bane Bust is upon us. HonMonO moves out. And things are about to get rowdy here as the Banelings are across the map. Lings, they run into the Marines. Nice Stim here. Good start stepping out of HonMonO, but the medivac gets surrounded. Sorry, the medic does go down. And Darky's chasing down the remaining Marines. At the same time, the Banelings are holding up, holding their own. Marines are cleaned up, and Dark can commit. And what is there at home to defend? Almost nothing. Marines have to try to focus down those Banelings. They're pushing forward. Nice start stepping here out of HonMonO. Does pull back. But Banelings, they still lead the charge here. A couple more Lings trickling in. Nice kiting here against the Lings themselves. So the Banelings, they go for the mineral line. They're going for the SCVs. Ooh, and no, they hooked them. No, HonMonO. The A move of the SCVs. He hugs the Banelings, and every SCV goes down. And that's going to be a game. That's going to be too much. Lings, they keep flooding in, and there's nothing left here in the main. GG Dark. He will take game number 1. Oh my god. I think that was a misclick. I don't think it was intentional for HonMonO to A move with the SCVs. That was unfortunate. So the SCVs were on A move, which means they just attacked the Banelings. They come in for a big group hug, And the Bailings, they got too excited. Did get too excited. They shut every single SCV down, and GG well played with that. Dark takes the lead. Dark does take a lead here. No GG, no GG, yeah. HonMonO, not too happy about that game, not too happy about that game state. I mean, HonMonO was going for his own aggressive build, and he got caught with his pants down. You know, he got out-aggressed, if you will. Dark did hit first, did hit harder, did hit faster, and now we're getting into game number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the, once again, SC2 Zerg, as his opponent did pick Brood War, representing Talent Esports, one game away from qualifying and making it into the playoff bracket. It is Dark. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Brood War Terran player, the Red Terran from representing Team Hyper 1 from land of South Korea. It is HonMonO. And he's just putting it all on the line here with the Proxy 3 racks. 3 Raxes have been thrown down. This is going to be Proxy 3 Rax Master Marine, Bunker Rush. Bunker is going to be upon us as well. It's going to be all or nothing here for HonMonO, and it's going to be on Dark to scout this. Now, the Overlord is on the way, and looking at the pathing, the Overlord will confirm. So, very good movement here from Dark. It is not uncommon for your for the first Overlord to move out, and for the second Overlord to scout the third base for a proxy, and this is a very common location, so, yeah, just a solid start here from Dark. He will confirm, and we'll see how he responds. As Dark will get eyes on all these Raxes, that is merely the beginning here of the defense. Knowing is half the battle. The other half is going to be the execution of the defense. As Marines are amassing, Overlord should be headed towards the pillar here to be safe against the Marines. And the boys are being told, oh, this I'm less certain of, but Dark, he's going to be proactive here. He's going for the dive. The Raxes are done. The Raxes are completed here. He's going for the SCVs to deny the bunkers. Marines are popping out. Bold move here by Dark. Does he get surrounded? He does! Oh my god, he surrounds one Marine. One Marine gets surrounded. The other takes some hits. Again, Dark is trying to camp at those Raxes. Second Marine has arrived. Another Marine gets surrounded. Oh, another Marine falls. And it's being shut down. It's being shut down. One drone falls. But Dark, he is cleaning this up. Only one Marine left, now down to 2. Just to get a really proactive style here by Dark. So risky. I mean, if Dark didn't get this round, this could have been game, but he gets every single Marine. The drone control. My god, he's crazy. Spine Crawler's on the way. Lings are coming out as well. He wants that final Marine. And once again, he surrounds. Once again, the full surround. And now he leaves. Now he backs off, but he has bought enough time. Because what is it to defend? Lings. Lings have arrived. And they will shut this down. They come in for a flank. Getting on top of the Marines and the SCVs. Oh my god. And Dark, he's looking confident, Pappy. A confident defense. He gets all the SCVs. No bunkers. 3 SCVs go down. No bunkers. 2 Lings. They keep moving out across the map to try and harass the mineral line. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for Dark. As Dark, he's got Queen, or he's soon to have Queens on the way. Never mind. Still just Lings. Just Lings, and the Spine Crawler collapses on what little Marines are left. Cleans them up. And yeah, this was just a really bold defense out of Dark to pull the boys. If Dark didn't surround the Marines, if the Marines were able to bank up over time, like 2 and 3 Marines, that could have been game. That could have been game then and there. It was just so risky from Dark, but he pulled it off. Did pull it off, collapses on the Marines once again, and he just camped the production. That's all he has to do, just camp the production at this point. All he does need to do. We have an academy on the way to get into Stim. Bold move out of HonMonO. Marines, they keep trickling out, and they're just being thrown away. They're just being thrown away here to the army of Dark. And Dark behind this, he's droning. He's droning up, he's saturating bases, getting into gas, getting into either roaches or Ling speed. Whichever he so chooses, going for the Rax. That's going to be a kill. Oh my god, it's going to be a kill on that Rax. It's going to burn down. There's no saving it. Down to 3, 2, 1. First Rax burns down. And there's no production. There's 0 production. There's 0 units here for HonMonO. I love that Dark actually chases these Raxes as well with 2 Lings to make sure they don't land. They don't land. They don't start reproducing once again. Lings are knocking down that front door. There's a wall of Raxes on the way. Stim is in production. And these Raxes might just be forced to be cancelled. And I'm curious if Dark does go for Banelings or for a Roach Warren. We'll see. I would assume Roach Warren. Now Link Speed is on the way. Rax is still floating back home. Dark is chasing them. The Rax on the right-hand side might be targeted down. It's getting very low. The Rax. Oh, it looks like it's going to be targeted down. Yeah, will not finish. Massive pickup. That's a kill, not a cancel. Lings, they flood in. They bust into the main base. There's one Marine in production. And the boys have to be pulled away. Oh, the drone drilling. The SCV drilling. Tries to micro against the Lings, but SCVs are going down. Brutal losses here for HonMonO. Leading out 5. Soon to be 6 SCV kills. 1 Marine has arrived. 2 Marines. So Firebat has arrived. Let's go. Firebat is here. I'll be honest, I love the look of this Firebat. It looks so much like a Space Marine from Warhammer 40k. Like, it looks so good. Like, it looks like a little, like a Warhammer figurine that you paint, you know? It's the shoulder pads. I love the shoulder pads. Let's go. They're so small as well. Like, they look more stout than the Marine. Overlord goes down, and HonMonO holds. HonMonO, he barely holds on. And behind this again, Dark is double expanding, getting a 3rd base, getting a 4th base at the same time. He's got his queens droning up. I was curious when it comes to his tech of choice, and it is a Baneling Nest, not a Roach Warren. So it's going to be Ling Bane out of Dark. He's looking perfectly in control here. And how does HonMonO recover? 1 base all in. He's got 2 more Raxes, 4 in total. Expanding here is going to be a very tough ask. He's working on, I believe that is a Marine range, and he'll try to move out. Same Marine range. I believe the upgrade is, it's called like an ammo type, if I remember correctly. Regardless, is working on it. And we'll see if HonMonO can bring this all together. We shall see. Best of luck. Yeah. Like, I can't quite remember the name, but it's like an ammo type. It's U238 shells. There you go. I'm never gonna remember that. I'm just gonna call it like the ammo upgrade. But yes, that's what it is. I was in my brain. I was thinking like 69mm or something. Like, I don't. Something like that. You know what it is. There you go. CC is on the way for HonMonO, so he's attempting to reestablish himself. He's expanding, going for the natural. Likewise, scan into the main, doesn't really see much. I mean, there is no lair, true. No lair yet for Dark. He's going for his own push. Dark, he's cutting workers. Honestly, if Dark wanted to, he could drone. He could drone up to 3 base saturation, but he is cutting workers, and Dark is going for his own all-in. He doesn't need to, but Dark, he wants to end the game. He's got a massive amount of Ling Bane. Only 36 drones for Dark. And there is a chance for HonMonO to defend if he gets bunkers. If he gets bunkers, and if he's able to get some really good Firebat shots off, then he could hold. First him. Dark is still committed. That's how many Banelings? 33. 33 Banelings against 22 Marines. HonMonO, he does move out, which means he's out in the open, which means he can be surrounded. And here we go. The Banelings, they collapsed in. They shut down the Firebats. They shut down the medics. And the Marines are going to try to kite back as best they can, but they can only kite for so long. Oh my god. Medics go down. At the same time, Lings, they just hit the natural. Once again, nice other stepping here against the Banelings. I mean, they're going to trade quite well here. Banelings back off. Oh, they won't win. No, not again. Not again. They get into the middle line. This time the boys are pulled away, but still massive connections. 17 SCVs go down. 18 SCVs. And Darky floods in with the Lynx. He's going for the kill. Again, HonMonO, his tournament life is on the line. I don't blame him for staying in this game. But it's such an uphill battle. Banelings, they're rolling into the middle line for the 2nd time. Oh no, the Marines! Oh, they're heavily overstimmed. They get shut down. Mass GG as Dark will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the playoffs. GG. GG, well played, Dark. He will take it 2-0. A very chaotic series, very intense best of 3. But Dark, he does survive the aggression, the chaotic nature that is HonMonO, and he does come out on top. Congratulations, my condolences to HonMonO, but he just aped it up. I do wish that we got a little bit more of game 1. I do still feel like the highlight of the night, for me at least, was game 1 between Uthermal and HonMonO. That was peak StarCraft. If you maybe tune in a little bit later, I do recommend the VODs. I recommend tuning into that series between Uthermal and HonMonO. I think that was the only game that went the distance and was like a proper like back and forth macro game. It was mech versus mech, Brood War Terran versus Brood War SE2, and it was a really cool dynamic between the two of them. A lot of these other matches were hyper aggressive and cheesy, and they ended quite quickly. Some pretty fast matches. For comparison, last night we casted Group C. It lasted 4 hours. It was a 4-hour cast for Group C, which is standard, which is what we expect. We've been live for 2.5 hours, less than 3 hours. Less than 3 hour cast, so a very short group, very short broadcast here, less than 3 hours for all 5 best of 3s. And that's just because of just how many all-ins we had, how aggressive these players were, specifically HonMonO, Uthermal, and Dark. Ateshi was the odd one out. Ateshi just wanted to macro. Ateshi, he just wanted to macro. He just wanted to make bases and get into the mid game and get into the late game. He just wanted to play some StarCraft, and no one else in the group wanted that either. They denied that entirely. So I do feel a little bit bad for Ateshi. He was unfortunately he was seeded into a group of animals, into just a group of apes. So. My heart goes out to Ateshi. Regardless, GG, well played. Shout out to Blake Adus in the chat. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Gah, papi, gah. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And with that, we can have a look at the group itself. We can catch up on what occurred here in this group. Let's switch our scenes over and have a gander. As you can see here, we have Dark. Dark took down Ateshi 2-0. Uthermal took down HonMonO 2-1, went all the way to the ace match. And out of all players, the Dark Horse himself, Uthermal. Uthermal was the one to win it out in the end. He came out in first place out of Group D. And who came out in second? It was Dark, as HonMonO took down Ateshi 2-0. Dark took down HonMonO 2-0, as we just saw. And those are our top 2 players, Uthermal and Dark. Congratulations. My condolences to both HonMonO and Ateshi. They are knocked out. Thanks for the cards, Avex. Thank you, Avex. Thank you. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Once again, a big shout out to Avex for all the work that he's done in the history of StarCraft, and for SC Evo as well. Thank you. Thank you for all the work that you've done when it comes to porting over maps, and when it comes to helping support the StarCraft evolution scene. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now that we have wrapped up the group, I believe we can have a look at the Wikipedia page. Oh my god, before we have a look at the Wikipedia page, a big shout out to Kaprulu in the chat. Thank you so much. I believe Kaprulu Kat is the director of... Oh god, I'm gonna have to get this right. I want to say the art director? I want to say the director of the art director of StarCraft Evolution. I do apologize if I've mistaken your role. You can correct us, of course, but big part of StarCraft Evolution. Thank you so much for all the work that you have done as well. Thank you. Do appreciate it, Kat. Do appreciate it. More recently, we've actually I guess for better or for worse, I don't know how much influence that we had, but recently we did have an update for the Defiler Mound. The Defiler Mound was updated and has been rejuvenated as well. Up until recently, it was just a reused Roach Warren, but now has a proper unique asset. So thank you so much for the work that you've done, and thank you so much for the new Defiler Mound. Thank you. Oh my god. Let's go. Should be going live in a couple of hours. Yeah. Should be going live in a couple of hours, which means we can go over the bracket itself. I have not looked whatsoever. I have no idea what the bracket looks like. Give me a moment to set up the overlay. Un momento. There we go. Okay. Hold on, I have to get rid of the frame. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we just wrapped up the group stage. We have casted every group as well. If you missed out, I do recommend checking out the VODs, whether it's here on Twitch or over on YouTube. VODs are available already, so you can go over to YouTube to check out those VODs. The group stage has concluded, and now we can embrace the playoff bracket. Here we go. We have our top 8 players. Oh my god, that's a lot of mirror matchups. Okay. So we have on one end, we have our Zerg competitors. Oh, Shin and Dark. Shin and Dark in the upper quarterfinals. That is a brutal first round match. Fun. I do favor Shin there. I do favor Shin, but at the same time, Dark is an animal. He's a beast. You can never count him out. That is going to be a wild ZvZ. On top of that, 3-point is also on the same half of the bracket. Yo, who made this bracket? Who seeded this bracket? All 3 Zerg players are on the same side, and all 3.5 Terrans are on the same side as well. Jesus, the TVTs are going to be crazy. So mass TVT down here, mass ZvZ up here, and then we have Classic in the middle. We have we have the lone Protoss in Classic. So going over it again, we have Shin versus Dark in the upper quarterfinals, followed by 3-point versus Classic. That's going to be a really good match. I'll be honest. That is, so far, that is the highest profile match that I've seen. Classic and 3-point, I think they're very close in skill in the SE Evo mod, so best of luck. Scrolling down, we have Uwu Thermal versus Killian in the quarterfinals. That's going to be a spicy one as well. Uwu Thermal did show us his prowess and his skill in TvT earlier. He looked very good against HonMonO. I do look forward to the TvT there. And scrolling down, we have Quanta versus Spirit. I do favor Quanta there. We did cast Spirit during the week. We did cast him in Group C. And Spirit did look rusty in the sense that it looked like Spirit wasn't really too familiar with StarCraft Evolution. He did make it through the group stage, true, but it did look like he was kind of playing a little bit on the fly and trying to figure things out as he was playing. So I have to respect Quanta. I gotta respect Quanta there, and I do think he will have the edge, but I do think that Spirit can definitely pose a threat. In general, I don't think we should have any clean sweeps here. I'm expecting back and forth matches, and as a reminder, the quarterfinals, best of 5s. These are best of 5s. Then we have best of 7 semis and a best of 7 grand finals as well. I believe the quarterfinals are going to be played out in a couple of hours. We will not be casting it live. I believe Biomorph is going to be the official English caster. We're going to be casting these playoff brackets, the quarterfinals, tomorrow. So basically a couple of hours after the quarterfinals finish their live broadcast, once the replays are available, we will go live ourselves. It looks like, let's just see here. It looks like this quarterfinals is in 9 hours. So in 9 hours time is going to be the quarterfinals. We are going to be live here on this channel with the quarterfinals in maybe 18 hours. Something. No, not 18 hours. Like 21, around 21 hours time. So basically at the same time that we went live today. The same time we went live today, we're going to be live tomorrow with these matches. But again, they're going to be replays. They're going to be via replays instead. But they're only going to be a couple of hours old. You know, right, hot off the presses. We're going to have those replays, and we'll be covering this in around 21 or so hours. That is the plan. Also, shout out to Rowdy. God, Papi girl, 15 months. Thank you for the support, Papi. Thank you so much for the support. Always, Rowdy, always. Thank you so much. Gracias. We just wrapped up today, but thank you so much for the support. I was bullied into adding. I didn't bully anyone. the slander. No bullying whatsoever. I reject that. But yeah, so if you want to tune in live to this group, to the playoff brackets, do check it out in 9 hours. If you want to watch it here on the CranKy Ducklings, we're going to be live in 21 hours time. So we got you covered with the quarterfinals. Likewise, it's going to be very similar with the semifinals as well, where we will be casting it a couple of hours after the end of the live broadcast. That is the plan. Whew. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, with that, we are going to be wrapping up here for the morning. Again, a bit of a shorter broadcast here today, just because, you know, it was a shorter group, because of all the cheese, all of the aggression, just under 3 hours. Regardless, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you all enjoyed yourselves tuning in. I hope you all had a great time here. And again, if you enjoy the casting, if you enjoy the content, you can support us by following us on all the social medias. Exclamation mark socials in the chat. You can get a link to our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord, all things CranKy Ducklings. We have a Mastodon, we have a Blue Sky, we have everything here, so you can of course follow us. We do post when we go live. Likewise, you can interact with us via Discord. You can join our Discord server, and you can also support us in another fashion as well via Patreon, either Patreon or by subscribing on Twitch. You can gain benefits. We do give replay packs to our subscribers and patrons, and all the money that we make on Patreon goes towards our tournaments, as we do host events on a weekly basis. Tomorrow we're going to be live at around the same time that that I believe the semi-finals of SEL are live. We are going to be casting our own tournaments. We are going to be casting the Sparkling Tuna Cup. That is not StarCraft Evolution, that is StarCraft 2. So tomorrow we're going to be casting a StarCraft 2 Open Cup in Sparkling Tuna Cup, and it's after that we're going to be catching up with those replays. So again, plenty of content coming up ahead of us. It's going to be the end of StarCraft Evolution 4 Championship, alongside the Open Cups like Wardy TV Monday, Sparkling Tuna Cup, Pig Store Monday, and we also have the Elite League November Finals on Tuesday. So, oh boy, that's going to be a lot of StarCraft this week. Also, before I forget, Home Story Cup. Home Story Cup is next week. We will be a community stream. We're going to be a side stream for Home Story Cup, so if you want to tune in, we're also going to be live here on the channel as well, covering as much Home Story Cup as we can. Oh boy, so a lot. It's going to be an intense week. It's a very intense week of StarCraft. Follow us if you wish. We'll see you guys next time, I suppose. We'll see you guys next time for some more StarCraft action. Before I head off, though, I haven't laddered StarCraft in far too long. I've been busy. I've been a little bit too busy. I just haven't had a chance to ladder, to hit that ladder, to touch the game. I do miss it dearly. So if you are interested, I'm going to be going live on my personal channel. And we will hit that ladder. We're going to be having a ladder session. We're going to be streaming, and we'll see how far we fall. Let me just double check. When was the last time I laddered? It hasn't been that long. 8 days. It's been over a week. It's been over a week since we last laddered. Again, I do apologize for being inactive. It's just, you know, we've been focusing on, we've been working on other things. We've been casting a lot this week as well, so I just haven't had as much time to ladder. So now is the time to have a cheeky ladder session and to smurge, baby, and to have all this. Let's go. So we'll see you there. I'll see you there. See you there over my personal channel if you do want to tune in. To have you covered with some StarCraft. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the StarCraft Evolution Full Championship quarterfinals. See you then. See you then.
News that